Alright y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually making this video on this center build that I ended up making. I was looking at this center build compared to the 7.2 that I showed you guys 2 days ago. I had read a comment that was saying that I should have made the build at 7.1. So I was remaking the build at 7.1 because I didn't put anything on the build yet. And I think I'm leaning towards the 7.1 build. So I'm going to get into the stats and everything so you guys can see what we're dealing with here. But for the most part, I think I like this one a lot more. So let's get into it. It's 7.1 on the height, 237 on the weight. The reason why I did lower weight, I didn't do it for more speed. I did it for more layup. And we got a 7.3 wingspan. So that is the template or the physical whatever for this build. Okay, so these are the stats here. You get an 86 close shot. I recently watched 2K last video on fearless finishers, saw that it gives you a very good boost, so I want to make sure I get that fearless on gold. We have the master gold as well. Being 7.1 may not activate as much, but if you get a switch, it's probably an easy bucket for the most part. Hook specialist stays gold. We do get the post fade phenom, all that stuff, so we get some decent badges here in order to finish around the basket. We only get fast twitch on silver though, but it is what it is on that one. We get this 84 layup. If we were shorter, we could have got gold acrobat, but we don't get that at all. So we get the fearless, as you guys saw. Having a higher driving layup is getting a slithery finisher as well. So we get slithery finisher on silver. We also get bunny on gold because we had an 84 layup. We get two-step Hall of Fame. So we get some little layup badges here. Scooper, spin cycle. So we get some little layup badges here on Hall of Fame. So those are kind of nice to have for the most part. Being a big, you probably, I don't know how often you would do it. I do a lot of weird things, so I would probably have those badges. But got a 75 driving dunk. I wanted to have that for the Giannis dunk package, as well as like the Ben Simmons and stuff. So I wanted some decent driving dunk packages on this build, and I like a lot of those driving dunk packages. We get the 90 standard dunk, get us everything that we need around the basket, elite big man contacts, big man lobs, as well as basics. So, or pro big man contact dunks. We get the 85 post control. So the one thing that's mainly different is you do not get the gold back down punisher. You get silver, but I feel like it's a minor decrease for us to get the 86 close shot and the 84 driving layup. So I will take that trade-off to have higher stats in these categories. We get a 90 mid-range, which is getting us open looks Hall of Fame, so that is higher. Instead of the 86, we got a 90. 83 three-pointer, that doesn't really get you anything. The 82 gets you the Claymore. I just put it at 83 because there's nothing else that you could really get that's worth putting into, to be honest. We only got a 72 on the free throw. It is still decent enough to hit free throws. You should be fine. 92 pass accuracy, so the other one had an 86. This one get a 92, so we get the needle threader, all that stuff. It is really nice that we'll be able to have all of this. It do kind of suck because the reason why I kept changing the pass accuracy and all that stuff is because we don't get post playmaker on Hall of Fame because we need an 88 post control. So for me, I was like, man, there's almost no point in me having this high pass accuracy if I'm not gonna have the post playmaker. So I'm kind of thinking about, honestly, lowering this by one and putting, oh well, we wouldn't be able to get no points onto this. So if we lower the layup, we would have to probably lower the layup back down to the 78 to get the 88 post control for the post playmaker. But at that point, I don't know if it's really worth it. I just keep the break starter Hall of Fame. Post playmaker for the most part. Gold is still really good. Gold, diamond, all that stuff is still really good. So I really wouldn't mess around with that as much. 72 interior. So I lowered the interior a little bit. We ended up losing post lock bronze. But really, what is post lock bronze? Like, how good is that going to really, like, is that really going to make or break the build for the most part? I'm thinking not. I kind of wanted to keep the off-ball pass on bronze because I could always lower this stuff if I wanted to get the post lock back. I could lower this perimeter defense, but you see that's 2 points for me to get a decent amount of perimeter defense as well as get off-ball pass, which I feel like is important because a lot of centers don't really post up, and then if you do go against a post-up center at that point, I just say F it, like, because I'd rather him get twos than them get threes. Plus, if the center is backdooring or trying to backdoor me and stuff, I have off-ball pass, so I'd rather that, because having bronze post lock isn't really going to completely shut down the center. But I did low-key want the workhorse on silver. I'm kind of debating on lowering this to a 65 because that would allow me to do a lot more with this build. Because if I lower this to a 65, we can get the post playmaker. So that's a decision that I don't know if I'm gonna make yet. I might actually do it and just make this a build that's like all offense and rebounding for the most part. And then we got a 77 block because anchored bronze, they said is like a 39% contest, 41 with silver. So it's like you getting 3 extra percentages of contest. I don't really think that's really worth it. I would rather just have the bronze at that point. And then, yeah, so it's really no, or I think bronze was 38 and then silver was like 39.5 or something like that. And then we end up having the 92 defensive rebound. We get the box out beast, pogo stick, rebound chaser, all on gold. I didn't really touch offensive rebound, as you guys know, because this build is more of like you're gonna be scoring outside of the paint, and then when you do get dunks and stuff off, I would use this build more for like I do a lot of post phase and stuff. So it's really just how I play. I'm usually not in position to get the offensive rebound as much. So I do feel like if I had this at a 60, it would be way better in terms of grabbing offensive rebounds with a lower rating. But we have a 50 speed, so the speed is low on this build. I went with lower speed, just get the chase down artist bronze because I'm trying to have way more stats. So it is kind of like a Jokic type build. We got the 40 acceleration as well. I wanted to make sure I get that big driver on bronze, so I felt like that badge was important. 84 strength. As you know, before we had an 86, which was giving us back down on gold. We are no longer getting back down on gold. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. If we look at lowering this to a 65, we can get the back down, and we would need one more point to get the 88. So I could probably figure out what to decrease to get that 88. I could probably figure something out, but it would allow us to get all the post badges on gold and get post playmaker Hall of Fame, which would actually be pretty solid there. But for the sake of how I had it, I'm gonna just keep it how it was. But yeah, 75 vertical, 92 stamina. I do really like this build. I have a defensive center that I would be using if I need to, but this one is more like I just want to be able to do everything for the most part. But defense is the part that I feel like would be lacking because of how the game is. I feel like for the most part, people make almost everything anyway around the basket. So there's almost no point in me having a super hot block. I've had people make crazy stuff. I haven't tested out my build with the 99 block yet, but I'm going to. But yeah, man, this is probably the build that I'm gonna end up going with. I may change a few things, but I think this is what I'm gonna go with. But anyway, you guys, comment, rate, subscribe. Really, you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll be back tomorrow with another one. All right, peace.
No, wait!
He should have hit the like button.